When coming to Singapore and trying local eats, there's no better place to go than to hawker centers. So in today's episode, I'm going to show you some of my favorite eats, as well as to show you some of the foods I've never tried before. Hi guys, we are here at the riverfront, and as you can see behind me is the Marina Bay Sands Hotel. And today we're gonna head down to Maxwell Food Centre. We visited Maxwell Food Centre the first time we came to Singapore and had a lot of fun, but there were some places that they were recommended that we missed. So today we're gonna go back to Maxwell Food Centre and try those recommendations. Also, we'll try to see if we can find some of our own. So I'm really excited to revisit Maxwell and take you guys along, so let's go. All right guys, this is another place that I had a recommendation. I went to Tian Tian, the Hainanese chicken rice before, and I had viewers recommend that I try this Thai Hainanese chicken rice, which is supposed to be very similar. So I'm gonna go ahead and try this one. All right, we're back here in Maxwell Food Centre, and we had to stop here at Thai Hainanese chicken rice. A lot of recommendations from our viewers from our first episode here at Maxwell Food Centre. We tried Tian Tian chicken rice there last time, and a lot of our viewers said, you know what, come down here and try the chicken rice because it's just as good. So here we are. We're gonna try this as our first place at Maxwell Food Centre. And first of all, this chicken looks really good. Let's go ahead. I'm gonna pull off a piece of this chicken to show you guys. You know, it's really moist. Also, he drizzled a little bit of sauce on top of it. I don't know what the sauce is, but let's try this chicken just by itself. All right, here it is. Chinese chicken rice. Wow. The chicken itself, good flavor chicken, really tender, moist. This is how it's supposed to be done. And then, of course, Chinese chicken rice. You want to also try the rice, because the rice is cooked in the chicken broth. So we'll give the rice a try by itself. Now, this rice is really, really good. I think this is probably the best rice I've had for chicken rice out of all the places I've gone to. This chicken rice is really, really good. I love this chicken rice. Also, it's not mushy. It's soft, but not mushy. That's what I love about this chicken rice. It's got a piece of chicken. Also, I'm gonna put a little bit of hot sauce on here. I like hot sauce on my chicken rice. All right, here it goes. All the flavors complement one another. From what I can remember from Tian Tian chicken rice to this one, just as good. I can't really distinguish a big difference, but yeah, just as good. I think the story goes, actually the chef from Tian Tian opened up his own place. That's the way I understand it. He brought over some of his recipes, I guess, making chicken rice here. And anyway, they're right next to each other. So if you guys don't want to wait in line for Tian Tian, right here on Thai. And finally, we have the soup. Looks like he put chives in this soup. So this is like chicken broth that they use for the chicken rice. Oh yeah, wow, that's a lovely soup. It's gonna sound silly, but if you put that comparison of the chicken between Tian Tian and here, very similar. But if you look at the chicken rice, the rice part, and the soup, here, it wins. Hands down, better soup, better rice. All right guys, we're gonna go ahead and finish this up, but it's a perfect opportunity to smash that like button and subscribe, and we're gonna move on to our next location. So I'm gonna show you guys xiaolong bao. I'm a big fan of xiaolong bao. Also, they have noodles, Szechuan spicy dandan noodles. They have Beijing Zhajang noodles. Oh, Zhajang noodles. Interesting. You know what? I might get that too. I've had jjajangmyeon from Korea, but never had the Beijing jjajang noodles here. So let me try that. Yeah. So number 2 and number 7. Can I get number 2 and number 7?
You want to say what?
Yes. Thank you. So there's 7 pieces of xiaolong bao, and they have them all ready to go. He's making them over here, and then they have to steam them. So steaming them takes about 5 minutes to go through the steamer. You know what, guys? I also have to get something to drink here. And hello, can I get an iced Milo? Thank you. All right, guys. Popular drink here in Singapore, iced Milo, or Milo for that matter. So I'm gonna have Milo for our drink today. And our next food find here in Maxwell Food Centre is xiaolong bao. It's soup dumplings. And I haven't had soup dumplings in a long time, so I'm really excited to try this. Also, this gentleman is making handmade. You saw them making it from scratch. So, wow, these look amazing. Let's try them out. And if you guys know soup dumplings, there is soup in the middle of this dumpling. And typically what you want to do is you want to open up this dumpling and let the soup come out. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and open it up a little bit with my chopstick. And we're going to drain out some of the soup. Let's see how much soup comes out, guys. There it is. And we put in some of this ginger soy sauce in the middle of this dumpling. All right, here we go. Whoa, that broth, really good soup. Also, the meat inside is not like a meatball. It is like soft and tender, really easy to eat. Wow, this is really good. Another way to do it is basically bite off the tip of your dumpling here. And then pour out the soup. This one doesn't have much soup in it. Again, put some of the ginger in there, like this. Yeah, so if you guys want to try soup dumplings, you don't have to break the bank. You can come here to the Hawker Center, and these are handmade, so you get the fresh soup dumplings. A little bit dunk. There you go. But be very cautious. Some soup dumplings can be really extremely hot, so don't just bite the dumpling by itself, or you're gonna burn your mouth. Always recommend get the soup out first. There you go. All right, do a little dunk in this soy sauce with ginger. Another popular item here in Singapore is Milo. I got myself iced Milo. Let's give it a try. Oh yeah, guys, iced Milo. It's really simple. It's just a powdered chocolate drink, and then she makes it with hot water and then puts it in an ice glass. But it's like nostalgic for a lot of people here in Singapore when they had it as a kid. So this kind of reminds me of like having like Nestle Quick back in the United States, like a chocolate milk. But it's also nostalgic for me too, because I've had Nestle Quick when I was a kid. So I've never tried this before. It's a Zhajang, but it's a Beijing Zhajang noodles. And this reminds me of jjajangmyeon in South Korea. So I'm really excited to try this. Guys, this is really good. I'm a big jjajangmyeon fan in Korea. It's one of my favorite noodles there. And this, it's a little bit lighter flavor, but the flavors are very similar. But this is really good. Whoa. So surprised, guys. This is so good. Also, they included a little bit of soup on the side. Oh, that's just clean broth. Really good. Well seasoned soup. Wow. That's one thing you'll notice here in Singapore. A lot of noodle dishes also will include soup on the side. But as for these noodles, yeah. Noodles texture is a little bit springy, bouncy, and not soggy at all. It's just a good, firm noodle. Milo. Oh yeah. But yeah, guys, Maxwell Food Centre is really good and close to a lot of other hawker stalls. So if you want, there's Chinatown complex right across the street. Also, if you go down a little bit farther down the road, you have a Moy Food Centre. So yeah, you have a lot of hawker stalls around, but Maxwell's a really popular food center to come visit. So if you come to Singapore, yeah, give it a try. We always have a lot of fun coming to Maxwell. And now we'll discover something new. But we're not done yet, guys. We're gonna go ahead and try to find more food to show you guys. And another recommendation we had from one of our viewers is that I try carrot cake. And I've never had carrot cake before, and also the place we wanted to go to is closed today, so I'm gonna try this place right here. We walked by it and they're selling carrot cake here. As you can see, they have carrot cake black, carrot cake white. Also, they have fried oysters here too. Fried kway teow. Yeah, so let me go ahead and try some carrot cake. All right, here it is, guys. Carrot cake. All right, guys, first time trying carrot cake. And when you thought of carrot cake, this is not what you thought of, right? This is totally different from what you think of carrot cake. You see how jiggly it is? This is radish that's shredded and then mixed with some rice flour or glutinous flour and made into a cake. All right, let's give it a try. That's good. The radish becomes super tender. Yeah, it's almost like eating like mochi, right? It's just like a bouncy, chewy kind of a rice texture. But yeah, it's really good. The sauce really reminds me of like a char kway teow sauce. Also, he asked me if I wanted it spicy, so I said just a little bit spicy, so you can control the spice of it. Also, there's a little sweetness to it as well. But yeah, this is really good. But coming to hawker stalls, always a great place to find local, classical food of Singapore. It's just a great way to experiment, try some new stuff. Also, it's a lot more affordable that way too. I was trying to get full, but we're gonna try to finish this up and then we'll try to find one more place for you guys. Okay guys, and if you guys know about hawker centers, the one thing you want to do if you want to see where the locals go is look for the line. And here you go, guys. Here is the line. I don't know exactly what they're selling here, but there's a big line. You see a long queue, it must be good. All right guys, this is the final item today. And if you never know what you want to get and you're at a hawker center, just look around. And if you find the longest lines, that's where you want to go. And here you go. We have some crispy pork. Look at that, guys. This roasted duck looks amazing. And then also we had the char siu. And you saw the char siu as well as the roasted duck hanging in the window. And those are actually the ones that they're using to cut up and serve the customers. It's just nice glaze on there. Wow, this looks so good, guys. That is so good. I got a little bit of fat along with the meat. And that's where all the flavor is. Also, you taste the char from the roast and caramelization on the outside. Wow, that is good char siu, guys. Also, we have this lovely duck. Let's give this duck a try. Here we go. Duck is good flavor, but a little bit lean. Not as much fat on there, so not as tender as the char siu, but good flavor though. Let's try this roasted pork. You hear that? The skin on this roasted pork, not only is it really crispy, but the flavor is really, really good flavor. Wow. Oh, you hear that? That is so good. Also, the pork is really tender too, but that outer exterior skin, that's really good. We got here at Maxwell a little bit earlier in the day. Now it is prime time, lunchtime, so you have all the office buildings, people getting off of work, coming in for lunch. But as you saw, the place is packed, but there's lines that form at the most popular hawker stalls. So this line was long. Also, it was long while I was waiting in line too, so we had to wait a little bit longer for this food, but man, this was well worth it. To me, that's also the fun part about coming to hawker centers. So if you're visiting for the first time, make your way to a hawker center, have a good meal. Also, very affordable. This is $4.50 for 3 meats, guys. That's a great value. So, and we noticed actually some of the stalls are closed for the holiday. And one place that we want to try for Rojak was closed today. I know that there are viewers that recommended we try Rojak, and we were going to do that today, but unfortunately they were closed. So, but we also enjoyed a lot of other stalls and tried some new foods for the first time here at Maxwell. So yeah, wonderful day, wonderful experience. If you guys enjoyed today's episode, be sure to give it a thumbs up. And as always, guys, appreciate your support. Have yourself a wonderful day, and we'll see you back in this video. Bye-bye.